Hello, Calling Up Justice community. I'm Claudia Alick, and today we are reflecting on hustle culture. So as always, I preface by reminding us that we are gaining clarity about terminology we're using. We are not creating definitions to live in the world forever. And also, we are not inviting you to police other people's language. This is about understanding what we're talking about and connecting the sign to the signified. All right, so hustle culture, what do we mean by that? I will be referencing the tweet thread that we did shortly after our exchange on this. Hustle culture is a subset of supremacy culture. It includes all the behaviors and performances that allow you to survive and thrive in toxic capitalism and supremacy culture. Hustle culture is ableist. It is patriarchal. It is not anti-racist, but it does include a huge amount of diversity. Hustle culture depends on having tokenistic, marginalized people succeed in a toxic capitalist society. That's what makes hustle culture what it is. Hustle culture demands you get yours. It's hyper individualistic. It's pro-competition, but tends to reward those already winning. It's anti-community, but pro-entourage. It's anti-authentic relationship and pro-subscriber. It's anti-actual people connecting and pro-followers. Hustle culture promotes performances of superiority and uses capitalist flex aesthetics. Capitalist flex aesthetics are having those expensive items in your photos, in your wardrobe, in the way that you style yourself that communicate wealth. Performing wealth communicates access to wealthy people and a place inside upper class society. Hustle culture is about escaping the living conditions of the lower class. It is not about improving the living conditions of the lower class. Hustle culture does not have class solidarity. Hustle culture creates social capital in performing labor and work ethic. The pride is in the grind. Working yourself to death is admirable within hustle culture. Hustle culture encourages transforming all aspects of your life into monetized labor. It encourages the myth that you are working for yourself. Hustle culture defends supremacy culture because those within it had to identify with the class privileges in order to succeed within hustle culture. Hustle culture demands an allegiance and acquiescence to capitalist aesthetics and wealth aesthetics and status quo balances of wealth and power. Folks take pride in the ways they succeeded in any kind of a system. And folks will take insult at a critique of systematic inequity and inaccessibility if they were able to thrive in a system of systematic inequity and inaccessibility, which is why you'll have a lot of hustle culture folk who feel like they must be part of the marginalized community, publicly advocating against accessibility, publicly advocating against true anti-racism, and attempting to defend racism, to defend sexism by using themselves and their own power as an example of how you can succeed within this horrible, toxic system. You just have to hustle hard enough. So that's what we're talking about when we talk about hustle culture. Thanks so much for joining us, Calling Up Justice community. I hope that this further explication of the vocabulary is helpful for our future conversations. Wash your hands, take care of yourself, keep wearing your masks. All right. Bye, Calling of Justice community.